There's a copy by Greg in front of the so put this.
Okay. Stand.
Okay, stand, go again. Thank you. Please remain standing.
My apologies, it wasn't the bilingual version. La Ville de Kapuskasing et son conseil reconnaissent que nous nous trouvons sur les terres traditionnelles de la Première Nation Moose Cree dans le traité 9 qui abrite également de nombreuses nations. We will continue to work in collaboration towards reconciliation in a healthy and mutual manner while sharing responsibility and accountability for the health of this land, which we also call home. Please also note that we communicate in English or French during our meetings. Tous ont le droit de s'exprimer dans la langue de leur choix.
Be seated. So, as you can tell, this is our first trial at live streaming, and right now we're a one-man band up here. So, please be patient with us.
Might have a few glitches.
Yeah. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
Moved by Councillor LeBlanc, seconded by Councillor Fortin, that the agenda be approved as circulated.
All in favor? Carried. Declaration of pecuniary interest generally thereof. Go ahead, Greg.
Mr. Mayor, council dated August 12, 2024, item number 7A, agenda title is unfinished business. Item Fortin declared pecuniary interest. Deemed direct or indirect for the following reasons. The decision may have an impact on future matters that may be similar situation.
I, Dave Ford, also have a conflict of interest with item number 7A. Is it 7A? I know you said it all. I can say just like Gary, but
7A.
Yeah.
yeah, 7A. I, Dave Ford, declare pecuniary interest indirect in the following reasons that it may have some bearing on further actions in the future. And I think that, is there any others to declare? All right, hearing none, committee of the whole reports, we'll start with finance, and I believe Councillor Fortin, you're going to be the one doing the finance thing.
I think so. Item number 1 is for your information. Letter from the OPP advising municipalities that they have ratified the uniform and civilian collective agreement in effect for the term of January 1st, 2023, to December 31, 2026, with a 4-year term agreement. 75%. That's it for that.
How does that affect? Because this year's cost is last year's.
It's a 3-year rolling average that we're based on.
Okay.
So over time, this would start to show an increase in what we do. What's that?
It would show like a third.
Yeah, I guess a third of the impact will start to show over the years. It's a 3-year rolling average that they base their costing on, so yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna take 3 years to see the full effect of that.
Implementation of that.
But that's not to say that there were probably increases in the past. Of course, we're feeling the effect of it. This is looking forward, but I'm sure there's been increases in the past.
Okay.
Thank you. Number 2, to accept the tax write-offs for the taxation year in 2024. And do you want me to go through all the properties or? Not really.
This is just to keep you informed, they're mostly demolitions, so
Yeah, a lot of this is garage, so. Most. No questions, we'll move ahead. Number 3 for information. Looks like we'll be hiring a new. Accounting clerk position is being filled by Mr. Ruben. Michel. Michel?
Okay, he goes by Ruben Michel.
Ok, parfait, merci beaucoup. Ruben Michel commence. Yeah, c'est tout pour
Who is this guy? It doesn't sound familiar at all from CAP or.
I don't know him at all, but Melanie, you know,
So I helped this individual travel through the immigration process for 4 years, approximately prior to him attending Kapuskasing. He worked at the Case Alliance for several years, and him and his family have now moved and installed here, and they're very active within the community.
just to keep you informed, there's general issues.
Yeah, this is our
YouTube.
a bit of a delay there.
Yes. Okay, so is that answer the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other questions around?
Yes, Paul. Just a little note, actually, the first person who actually gave a welcome package to.
Okay, is he the gentleman that spoke at the Festival Lights opening sometime?
No,
Fair enough.
that's a few minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Forte. Planning and Corporate Services, Councilor Newton. Is there anything with myself, sir? Okay. Protective Service Emergency Management, Anne Marie.
There's a request to amend bylaw number 4567. The recommendation is that the Kapuskasing Council amend bylaw 4567 to incorporate modifications allowing Fire Marquee Inc. for the purposes of indemnification, technology, and recovered costs and expenses incurred by the fire department as a result to attending incident sites. Town of Kapuskasing currently has an agreement with Fire Marquee Inc. to recover some costs related to the fire suppression and hazardous materials responses. Bylaw 4567 must be updated to recover all recoverable costs related to fire suppression and or hazardous materials responses. The required modifications are as follows. And whereas pursuant to section 291 of the Municipal Act, the municipality may impose fees or charges on persons or services or activities provided or done on behalf of it. And whereas pursuant to section 398 of the Municipal Act, fees and charges imposed by the municipality on a person constitute a debt of the person to the municipality. Did you want to, any questions?
Is this a regular update of fees, or did a incident occur, and is Fire Marquee a certain entity or?
Moi, je peux répondre à la question.
Ok, parfait.
Fire Marquee, c'est la seule entreprise au Canada actuellement qui utilise ce système-là. À titre d'exemple, je vais donner l'exemple d'assurance automobile. Sur chaque police d'assurance automobile, on a des avenants. À titre d'exemple, c'est un accident en Floride, tu vas avoir un avenant qui va te permettre d'avoir une somme de 1500, 2000, 2500 de frais pour couvrir tes frais de subsistance pendant que ton véhicule s'est réparé.
Okay.
Donc, ça, c'est sur l'assurance automobile. Sur chaque police d'assurance habitation, lorsque les gens sont assurés, il y a, je pense qu'il y a une ou deux compagnies qui n'ont pas d'avenant. Les autres ont tous un avenant combat d'essence. Okay. La somme varie de 500 à 100 000, 200 000, 500 000, 1 million de dollars. Et Fire Marquee, ce qu'ils font, lorsque tu fais un incendie, on fournit l'ensemble de la documentation de l'incendie parce qu'on a engagé une coût. Et Fire Marquee va communiquer avec l'assureur pour aller récupérer la somme dans l'avenant. De l'avenant.
OK.
OK. À titre d'exemple, on a eu un incendie dans un emploi passant en décembre 2021. On a eu un incendie majeur. En 13 services, 80 pompiers. On est allé chercher 210 000.
OK.
Pour aider à couvrir le coût.
Exactement.
OK. Ah, ben c'est bien.
Oui, c'est très bien. C'est très bien. Et sinon, le montant de l'avenant qui n'est pas réclamé retourne dans les profits de l'assureur. Donc,
Well, that's a good thing.
c'est pas mauvais. Et à titre d'exemple, les coûts, la mise
Oui, c'est allé.
Monsieur le maire,
Oh oui, vas-y.
la mise à jour des coûts ne représente pas tout à fait les coûts réels d'opération des véhicules. Les coûts réels sont beaucoup plus élevés que ça.
Qu'est-ce qui est proposé?
Oui, oui. Normalement, ce que les municipalités utilisent, c'est la charte de coûts du ministère des Transports qui est de moitié de ça.
OK.
Donc, moi, je recommande d'ajuster les coûts à la hausse et par la suite de les ajuster selon l'indice des prix à la consommation. Et ça nous permet de couvrir, chercher en partie spécifique.
OK, merci. More, any other questions?
Madame,
Oui.
monsieur le maire et madame, il y a deux éléments importants ici dans le rapport qu'on va prendre en considération. La réponse aux interventions criminelles et matières dangereuses. Si à toutefois il y a un incident sur le bord de la municipalité, on peut dépenser 100 000, 200 000, 300 000, 500 000 en frais d'intervention. En ayant strictement les frais du MTO, ça, le transport Ontario, on va avoir 490 de l'heure. Et l'autre élément, la récupération des coûts d'entraide mutuelle, coûts de chauffage et de cost. Lorsqu'on a les incendies majeurs, pour venir les villes voisines, on a des villes voisines qui peuvent, s'ils ont un règlement, nous envoyer une facture, on assure la facture, mais si on n'a rien spécifique, on peut charger ces coûts-là à l'assureur sur bien.
C'est que là, tu me fais penser davantage. Est-ce que ceci s'appliquerait aussi pour les services conjoints, comme quand les pompiers, il faut qu'ils fassent un corps pour un accident sur la route, comme il y a eu hier, par exemple?
C'est différent. C'est un concept différent.
OK, ça s'applique pas à ça ici. OK.
Vous allez voir quelque chose un peu plus tard arriver. Vous allez voir d'autres choses à ce sujet-là qui vont arriver.
OK.
Mais le concept est
Similaire,
mais c'est différent.
OK, parfait.
OK. And then we have the minutes of the meeting that we had. Et je pense que c'était bien répondu, tout ce qui découle de cette rencontre-là.
Oui.
C'est tout pour
Right, no other questions for the minutes of the Executive Services? All right, Public Works, Councilor Latham.
Nothing from this.
I have a comment though, good job on the line painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, like I just, it's nice to see them, I had that comment, like normally we get line painting at the end of August and the snow falls and then we don't see lines for the rest of the winter, so it's nice to actually see it,
So I wonder if people know why. So before we had two auctions, one was the Miller contract that we had that was late in the season. The other one was using our local resources, which we still use for smaller jobs in town, parking lots, things like that. But there's a new supplier in Timmins, Purstory. It's primarily working for Deneb, like Construction, but also provides their services to municipalities. So and they're doing good quality work and lower costs.
Yeah, they've made huge investments to be able to do this type of work. We're trying to encourage them as much as possible. And their prices were a little lower than their payments.
okay? Does that mean that possibly in the years to come, they might even be done sooner, is that that they might even be done sooner, is that
Yeah, we've already in discussion for next year that it'd be done, like as soon as the frost is out of the ground, we know that the road's not moving anymore.
Yeah.
So it's done, for the start of the season.
Oh, perfect. Anyways, way to go.
Wasn't it because their truck was down too?
Yeah, and actually supposed to be done a lot sooner. Yeah. We're lucky that they got done when it got done, because of this investment, it took a little while for his truck to get in. But we're trying for as soon as possible.
Okay, perfect. Economic Development, Community Wellbeing and Recreation, Councilor Lebrun.
So there's a request to provide a bridge loan to the town of Kirkland Lake Solar Inc. until their financing is finalized. The council approves the short-term bridge loan and financing until their financing has been approved. Town of Kirkland Lake Solar was able to secure renewal for the term ending August 12, 2024. The financing will take place in a few weeks to get finalized and require a short-term bridge loan during this time. Financing is to be done directly under the entity of the Town of Kirkland Lake Solar Incorporated and would only require a guarantee from the town of Kapuskasing. This is a better scenario than what we had proposed before. In the July meeting where the town would be the borrower. It is important to note that we do not have an approval in place for this financing yet. We have a term sheet that was submitted on August 6, 2024. If ever we are not able to secure this financing, we will have to revert to the original proposal to finance the loan directly to the town of Kapuskasing. I've already confirmed with the current lender that the approval will remain in place until we confirm that we are proceeding with the financing under the Town of Kirkland Lake Solar Inc. Total bridge loan required is $4,814,218.52 after attached payout. Letter, so the letter is attached. I just want to make a comment about that, like, the work that you did there was just extraordinary. He was able to save, I don't, like, you can speak to the rest of it, but.
We originally had applications come in June for renewal under the entity that was in 7.25% range. So we presented that in July to council that if we went over the entities, we were in the 7.25% range. If we're directly in town, we're at 5.25%. Over the last month, and I had been purposely pushing it off because I knew Bank of Canada was hinting that they were going to reduce rates. So at the end of July, we reduced by a quarter point, and also the bond market started going down quite a bit, so we're able to save quite a bit on this renewal. Right now, we're at 5.2%. That's directly with the entity, and we're about 4.28 with the town. And I think it's a better scenario to have this still housed under the entity to protect the town from using up its borrowing power. And it still makes, for a good rate over 30-year term. So that's why I would recommend to go that route. The only issue is that this came late in the game. Like our renewal was today. We have authority to push it till tomorrow for the payout, but we don't have an approval yet for the insurance company to provide this financing. We anticipate we'll have it by the end of either this week or next week. When that comes, we'll go ahead and finalize and pay back the town for the original. But worst case, if ever we do not get the approval, we still have the original approvals from both TD and CIBC that are.
And just, did you say a 30-year term?
13.
13, okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay.
All right, thank you, Councilor LeBlanc. Health, Councilor Kirkland.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's an FYI for 2024 nursing tenure matter requisition. The council, that council will be informed that the 2024 appointment of the town of Kapuskasing has been approved by the Manor Board with an increase of 12.25%, which represents a total of requisition of $320,334 from the town of Cap for the year 24. The 2023 actual portion was $285,000. This represents an increase of $34,000. Council have approved an estimated amount of $321,000 for the 2024 budget.
So does that mean we'll be short in the budget that we just approved?
No, it's a little lower than the budget. So they're asking for 220 and we had budgeted 321.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
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 That's it for you, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Well, that concludes the committee of the whole. We'll move to adoption of minutes.
Moved by Councilor Newton, seconded by Councilor LeBlanc, that the minutes of the joint committees of the whole and council meeting held July 15th, 2024 be approved as presented.
Is there any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Unfinished business. We have the reconsideration of the request from Councilor M. Baton, personal legal fees to be paid by municipality, code of conduct, municipal conflict of interest act, presented on July 15th, 24 is saying that there's one conflict of interest on three of us here today. That leaves two to take care of. If you feel comfortable dealing with that, or would you rather wait until all the council's present?
Well, right away, my dad wouldn't be here either.
Yeah,
He'd be out, so it'd be Ken then.
that's right.
How do you feel?
I would rather wait. I would rather wait because, I think that 3 is better than 2.
Well,
Okay, put it off to next week.
Can I get a motion to defer?
Give them,
I'm making a motion that we put off, I guess that's 7, 8 until our next meeting. When we have more people available.
okay, seconded by
Second.
Anne Marie.
Yeah.
And I guess you're all in favor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you looking at it?
Okay, so we'll put that off to the next meeting. Correspondence, Ministry of Infrastructure, Housing Enabling Water System Fund, extension of Nipigon Avenue Water, wastewater and storm. You've seen that we did not get approved on the application, but they invited us to apply to the next one. Reasons for that obviously is that we're oversubscribed, certainly. We knew that was gonna happen, but I don't know what to do.
Need for effort.
Try again.
Yeah,
It's generally what happens when the grants are such a high percentage of the total cost of the project. Like this one was 93%. So it's very small contribution on the part of the municipality. It's often the case where they're oversubscribed.
and we were rushing to get it in too. Is there maybe some tidying up of the file we can do to really try and, or do you think there's anything else we can do?
I think if anything would be to find more users for that segment of roads to make it even more, like increase the amount of housing units that get created by the development. All we had was, well, not all, I mean, it's an important addition, but we were looking at the Jody Bliff phase 2 residents only.
Okay.
Are we going straight through?
No, it was just a small.
It's just that section.
Yeah.
So what's the deadline on the next application?
It's not out yet, so they're gonna announce it, I think, in the fall.
So we'll have some time to maybe lobby, see if we can get something more than we have there. Northeastern Ontario Settlement Services first since Rudolph Falls. We have acknowledgement from the 2024 high school bursary recipient as a grant. Thank you letter for the grant that she received. All right, and then we have committees of the whole recommendations, motion to approve the recommendation of the committee of whole held July 15th, 24.
Moved by Councillor Barton, seconded by Councillor Fontaine, that the following recommendations from committees of the whole held July 15th, 2024 be approved. Number 1 is that the request for a financial contribution to support NASA Grant's upcoming competition at the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championships in Suva, Fiji, be denied as it is contrary to the municipal donations policy, but that support be provided by means of promoting Ms. Grant's fundraising initiatives through the municipal websites and social media networks. Number 2 is to enact a bylaw to rezone the property located at 158 Burnetville Road to allow for overnight parking of RVs and camping trailers as a permitted use, and to rezone part 1 on plan 6R9116 from 3rd density residential to core commercial exception 4. And lastly, to approve the proposed off-leash dog park bylaw, and that the said bylaw be enacted at the next council meeting.
All right, is there any discussion on those? If not, all in favor? Carried. Staff report, we have nil motions and notice of motions nil.
I believe the motions, we need a resolution for the KL Solar Bridge loan.
Okay, which isn't, so do you have one prepared here?
Was it as per your report? I'll need a mover and seconder, and that the town of Kapuskasing approves a short-term bridge loan for the Kirkland Lake Solar Inc. until financing is finalized.
Have a mover?
Oh.
Bruce, seconded by Anne Marie. Are we all in favor? Carried. Okay, general items and new business, is there? No.
This, quick comment to Paul and his team for the Cat Praise Days. Congratulations, I think a huge success, the whole team, and Kelly did really well on the whole team too, so good job.
Yeah, it was a great success, the biggest one yet. We'll bring the report to council in terms of stats and attendance and that, but overall success.
Thank you, it was a lot, very well done.
All right. Okay, any other? Okay, bylaws, we have motion to approve bylaw number 4600, 4601, 4602, and 4603.
And I have a resolution. Okay, so that bylaw 4600 being a bylaw to amend the zoning bylaw 4198 to rezone part 1 of Plan 6R 9116 of for 158 Gwinnettville Road to accommodate or give permitted uses for RV camping and trailer camping. Bylaw 4602 being a bylaw to amend certain bylaws to respect to fees charged in relation to fire department specific response fees and indemnification technology rates. Bylaw 4603 being a bylaw to establish and regulate the use of off-leash dog parks in the town of Kapuskasing. And then bylaw 4603 is to authorize the execution of a connecting links program contribution agreement with the Ministry of Transportation, that these bylaws be added the corporate seal and that the bylaws be signed by the mayor and clerk.
So the dog park is 4601. Yeah, okay. All right, we're gonna move in a second here, or,
I'm gonna move right a second.
okay, we'll move her. Mel, seconded by Henry. Any discussion? All in favor? Carried. We need to move to closed session.
Moved by Councillor Newton, seconded by Councillor LeBlanc, that council moved to a closed session pursuant to the Municipal Act, section 239 2B for personal matters about identifiable individuals. Regarding one complaint, section 239 2D labor relations regarding employment agreements and compensation. And section 239 2F, which is advice subject to solicitor client privilege regarding property.
All in favor? Carried. So we'll take a real quick recess so we can. Sorry.